sure I'm missing all of my students so much this week. I just thought that I would make a little video for you to enjoy some music time at your house. So in this video is my son Elijah, he's 7, and my daughter Phoebe, she's 3. And we're just going to read together and do some rhythms in the story and just enjoy. Join in with us. So today we're going to be reading Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Yorst. And this is one of my favorite stories. I don't know if any of y'all are feeling like you're having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. It's just kind of weird being stuck in the house, isn't it? But we're just going to make the best of it. So I want you to go in your house and see if you can find 4 things that make different sounds. You can get your mom to help you dig out some pots and pans, some things that make shaky noises, like maybe some rice or something like that. And I've got some instruments here, so if you've got some instruments in your house, you could use one of those. So for terrible, I'm gonna go terrible, and for horrible, horrible. Then Elijah is gonna say no good.
No good.
And then you're both gonna play very, you gotta say it together, right? Very bad day. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell that it was going to be a, say it, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Good job. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said I don't get a seat by the window. I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell that it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
There's those.
You want to switch? Okay.
We can ask this.
Okay, thank you.
Whatever.
At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle.
Because it has nothing on it, of course.
At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell that it was going to be, are you ready, Phoebe? A terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
She's never gonna learn.
That's okay. We can just make it work. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Sorry.
That's okay. You have to be careful. That's what it was. Because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist. And Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said. I'm going to Australia. You don't do that. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot. And while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everybody. No one even answered.
It's not really her, it's Alexander. Her name is not Alexander, it's April. Sorry, I spoiled it.
You're weird. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Ooh, they're gonna get some shoes. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said we're all sold out.
Again, it's not her.
They made me buy plain old white ones. But they can't make me wear them.
Okay, plain old white ones. I have them. They're Nike Jordans. They're basically my favorite shoes.
Thank you for your input. So, when we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine.
Here's my Mac.
Sure.
And here's yours.
Okay, thanks. He said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Look at his face. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes, my marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas.
Hey, how come you know this book by heart?
When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia.
I can see.
Look, he's
I almost
asleep.
said Australia. Yikes.
So, wow, I hope that you all are not having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. But if you are, maybe playing some of those rhythms helped you get out some of your frustration. Feel free to reach out. We're all in this together. And man, I hope that you have an awesome, awesome day. Maybe you're still in your pajamas, probably not your railroad train pajamas. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a great week.